What Trump has done is he's lit up the country to where we're going, damn, what happened? Now we got to hold a mirror up to ourselves.
Let's go, yeah. I came up through these streets, now who's running the show? Me. Ha ha, he, yeah. We topping the bill now, stacking the bills now, stacking them.
This is Van Jones. I'm here with another installment of Woke.Vote. I'm here with the Messy Truth crew. We're doing this together with an amazing brother, Deon Taylor.
All right.
This brother is unbelievable, a film guy, TV guy, partnered with the legendary Robert Smith. You know, one of the things that I think is interesting about the situation that you're in, situation that I'm in, you know, there's nobody ahead of us in line anymore.
No one.
I mean,
That's funny.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm 50 years old. I remember when I could look way down the road at Jesse Jackson or even an Al Sharpton, even a Barack and Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
And suddenly that we're those cats.
You're
like,
it.
Like, we're it. You know what I mean?
You're
It's like, you know, I'm
Yeah.
sure you were looking way down the road at a Spike Lee or way down the road at a John Singleton. Now, like, you're that guy. Given the fact that you're doing it in the middle of a movie with Hilary Swank and all this sort of stuff, why did you make the decision to prioritize Woke.Vote and get this whole thing going?
I mean, it's easy because it's the most important thing we should be doing right now as a people.
Why do you say, you said this election in November and getting folks to vote is the most important thing?
Just to speak to that, what I don't think a lot of people understand, which Trump does understand, one of the very few things he does really get is the social movement. I remember vividly, and I'll be the first person to say it, I remember watching the TV and seeing Colin Kaepernick right after all the stuff was going on. They asked him, hey, who you voting for? And I remember Colin Kaepernick said, I'm not voting for anyone because this person is that and that person is that. And I remember going, Jesus, what just happened? Because the reality is he just told a nation of kids that's a cool way to do it. Ain't neither one of them good, right? And then you go, well, damn, what does that mean? Right. You gotta pick someone. Yeah. Now, here's what I think has happened. Trump, he's a necessary evil. And you talked about it earlier before, which is we're being reactive, right? Well, that's what we are. We're reactive people. We're never proactive, we're reactive. So what has to happen now is what Trump has done is he's lit up the country to where now we're going, damn, what happened? Now we gotta hold a mirror up to ourselves. Everybody, black, brown, white, it doesn't matter. Now we're going like, who are we? What are we about? And for me, I wanted to do this because the black community, man, I'm trying to figure out right now, how do we begin the process to stop what I call a slave mentality, which I talked to you about before, which is we're afraid to work with each other. We're afraid to invest in each other. When you get ready to do a business opportunity with somebody and you walk in the room and they're all white, then we feel like, oh yeah, that's the best deal. Everybody in there could be a crook. Right? Or a damn fool that don't know what they doing. And you like, oh yeah, it's all good because they got suits on. We have to stop doing that because what we're doing is we're in a position now to where I believe the elevated society and these people have now studied and understand our culture more than we do. They understand that they can drop a seed of doubt and we'll scatter.
Part of what this is, you know, we need good information, smart information, and inspiration delivered to the right population. I want us to be building a different kind of movement.
We have to.
That is not just about data, but it's also about wisdom. We can move the whole world in a more positive direction. And I feel like if this can add to that, this is the most important thing I can be doing before this election and the next several.
One of the biggest things that I want to hope that this platform begins to do is explain to black kids and brown kids, right, and minorities about business. I can't point to one person in my life where I was like, oh, they own a business or have a company or got credit, they went and bought a car. None of that. But the reality is you have to be in a position now of power where we have to begin to tell us how to do business because 9 times out of 10, a black man or a black woman gets an opportunity to do something in the business field. They fail once and they never have the opportunity to do it again. And that's a big thing. And I feel like this platform, what we need to actually begin to do outside of voting for who we need to put in office, pushing the Democrats to understand social platforms so they could actually get off the TV and get onto the phone,
Exactly.
right? The third thing we need to do is educate people on how to be business leaders and how to push their community, because once you do that, it affects all the other things we're talking about. So anyways, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So
All right, man, thank you. My name is Deon Taylor, and I need you to go vote this November, please.